How do I catch so many possums? Straight out of Narawahia. Here's Mario. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi 3.5. How has your day been? Mine's been fantastic, marvellous, testing, very testing. So, first of all, the possum, well, the thing that's most on my mind at the moment, I've just had a Windows update and I think that it's slowed my computer down and it's chewing up stuff. So my videos are not going at the speed that they usually do. So this is about the 15th go I've had at this, and sort of I've lost all my what I had in my head. So I keep getting it wrong. So I don't quite know whether I'm going to get to the bottom of the possibly bottom of the program, but I can see straight away that my lips are out of sync with the sound that I'm producing. Anyway, in the background here, what you see is my patented possum lure. Well, I got it from a combination of sources, but essentially Rusty, the possum guy that came round. So in the background there, first you'll see the Aratica honey. Well, that's just the bottle. It's a drizzly honey bottle. So it's very good, and you can push it like that and it sort of puffs the flour out, so to speak. So in there we put a bit of self-raising flour and some curry powder. Now, I can't give you the amount of curry powder because I just put everything that was left in the tin. It was just a small little amount, but possibly round about half a teaspoon or something like that. And well, there are other things you can use: ground cloves, eucalyptus oil, and things like that. And there's remnants of eucalyptus oil in there as well. So because we caught another possum last night, so I'm 2 for 2. And well, this morning there wasn't too much action up on the roof, so we think we might have got all of the resident possums out of the way. However, I might pick up a few ones around. So I've got the possum trap set for tonight. I'm sort of wondering whether I will catch anything or not. Hopefully I won't, which means we might have alleviated the problem for now. So we got a little one last night, little tiny, quite a small one, I'd say. It wasn't a baby, it was away from the mother, but sort of possibly could have been living with the big one that we got. But anyway, that's all done. And so I put that the flour and curry powder in the little honey thing, and then you puff it around. The whiteness of the flour, I think, gives them something to focus on at night, and then a bit of sniff of good old Indian curry powder brings them around. And then the apple. Now I use the apple peeler there and get that, so that exposes a large amount of the apple to the atmosphere. So I reckon that gets a lot of apple pheromones or apple essences out there, and the possum smells it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens tonight. But I'm having, as I say, I'm having a few trouble with slowness issues with my videos, and I can see now that my sound is again not linking. But anyway, let's go over now. First of all, the 10th of April was a day of huge significance to me and in my life, because I think I might need to just manipulate that a little bit down, a little bit there. Oh, can we do that? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh no, it's not going to. Oh, I know what I'll have to do. I'll have to just turn off my title, which there it is there. So yes, on the 10th of April 1968, when I was a 14-year-old schoolboy, the we had the day off school because Mr. Hunter, the deputy principal, had died, and it was the day of his funeral. But it's the day that the Wahine sunk on the 10th of April 1968, when 14-year-old Maurieo sat at home weathering out the storm. It was a terrific storm. I remember watching John Watson's TV aerial with Stephen Ashford, the guy from next door, and John had his aerial up very high, and it started to bend, and there was a lot of he was very proud of his aerial, so there was a lot of interesting banter about his aerial. And then in the midst of all that, the Ashford aerial from next door blew into our backyard, which was quite ironic in many ways. And John's aerial just stayed there on the lean, and I think later on he managed to straighten it up. So yes, the 10th of April is one of the few dates during the year, well, a date during the year that I always remember, 10th of April, 1968. I had to look that up. Yes, so let's now go over to today's diary. And here's the diary. So, yes, I had two tests with my students. I had a class from 10 till 12, and they had a test, and another one from 3 till 5. Now, the tests are programmed for an hour, and we usually start a little bit into the session, and then they can go when they finish. And I thought, well, as part of my invigilation, that I would wander around and continuously wander around the room. And I thought, well, in view of my exercise with purpose, it would get my steps up. So I think I did a couple of kilometres, 2,000 steps per exam, perhaps a little less in the afternoon one. So that got my steps up to 8,590. So interesting ploy there. I came home from work, set the trap, and did a little bit of tidying in the garage. 721, my lure, my patented possum lure. It's going to the ultimate test tonight. If we catch one tonight, it definitely is a lure. If not, well, it worked well when there's possums around. So we'll see how we go. We're going to have a question tonight, and the video seems back on track now, which is okay. Where, what, who, 310, hint number 2. Yes, we're having great difficulty tracking down this lady. The Wahine on the 10th of April 1968. 10th of April, a date I always remember. 4 hours of teaching, 2 tests. Yeah, it was pretty light day, but 4,000, did 4 kilometres. 2 kilometres per test. 2 kilometres an hour is not too bad, and got me steps up. So that's all very good. So let's have a look at today's challenge. And, well, here it is. Where do poo, I don't quite know how you pronounce that. Where do they come from? These lentils come from. Now, Moz may have some indications around pronunciation, but where do the pew lentils come from? Perhaps I should have looked up the pronunciation of that. So is it Italy, Spain, France, or Portugal? If you know the answer, put it in the comments below the video. So, what happened in the Hall of Fame yesterday and yesterday's challenge? Well, Envious took it out on his own with the answer whiskey. Which alcohol is the main ingredient in a Manhattan? Whiskey. Envious was in within seconds, possibly maybe minutes, of the video going to air. So well done, Envious. Thanks very much for your marvellous support. I'd love to hear, love you to maybe make a comment or two, and so that we can find out a little bit more about you. Perhaps, but if you don't want to, that's totally up to you. But yeah, that would be great, because you've been quite there. You've got one more, I suspect. One more, yes. One more tonight. If you'll sort of be on the board there every day on the board. So very, very well done. So well done, Envious, Moz42, for your comments, and well, everybody who has watched the videos, liked the videos, possibly subscribed to the channel, commented below, little bit of banter, interaction, always good. Thanks very much for your support of the channel, and well, I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. All good. Cheers. See you.
That's all, folks.
Smash that like button. This has been a Maureo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, capital of the Waikato, a region towards the top of the North Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, that little country at the bottom of the globe.